Hi everybody, how is everyone? Sorry again about my computer. Well, it wasn't my computer this time. It was the internet conference. But we're here now and we're ready to rock and roll. So earlier today, I don't know if you guys were on my live. Hey SRB. Hey everybody, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it so much. Earlier today, when I went live for the press conference for Anita, I was all about it. I had like my notes. I've got my notes here. I've got like everything for like little Athena. I had 3 pages wrote out, right? 3 pages. And we like get through like half of the notes and go to watch the press conference and my computer just like froze. It just, I don't know, the little spinning wheel of death was just, it's a MacBook, so it's like all colorful. Like it's supposed to make you feel better, I guess, that it's spinning like that. Like it was just really making me mad because this is a newer computer. And so, really? Bob, that's what I was getting ready to say. I know there's some breaking news. This camera looks so far up. My boyfriend like put my camera on tonight, so he was helping me out with it. So it's a little different, but it's cute. I actually have some new stuff to show you guys anyway, but oh my gosh. Yeah, there's some like breaking news in the case. So if you guys are new to the channel, just now tuning in, welcome, hello. It's been a crazy day. So I think earlier today, my computer may have had something like bad on it because it wasn't the internet after all. It was just something was running in the background of my computer that was like Windows and my MacBook. So my boyfriend's like, that doesn't make any damn sense. So we like just reset everything and it's been working like a gem ever since. It's been such a, it's like back to the way it was. I don't know, I don't ever get on any malicious like websites. I never like click on anything that I don't know. Anything I ever click on is usually something that you guys send me through my email, and it's always my girls that I've been with me since like day one send me stuff all the time, you know, so it's never anything like that. I just don't know what I did something though. I feel like this camera is like so far up. Maybe you guys back up. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Okay, some of my stuff now. Let me show you my little tree over here a little more. Anyways, so if you've seen about the FedEx driver, let me know. I'm going to look some stuff up too as we're going along. Because I don't know if you guys did everyone catch the press conference today? Because I was going to show it. That's what I was going to do tonight. But I wanted to do this before my computer decided to fail on me again the second time, which it wasn't my computer, it was my webcam that time. It was so dark. And so we had to download the app again and then like on my MacBook and then figure it out. That's why it took forever tonight. So I'm sorry guys, but it's all figured out now. And I told my boyfriend, your girl needs a second computer. Like I'm gonna have to get a desktop just in case, you know, so I have an extra, because I have a new webcam coming for Christmas. I am terrible with computers. Okay, so computers aren't that bad, but when you go from like a regular computer, you know, I grew up during a time like, we had like AOL chat and stuff when I was like 12, 13, 14, you know, like I like grew up around like computers, you know, and like Windows computers. But when you go from that to a Mac, it's all like colorful dots. It's on the opposite side of like minimizing. It's just all different. Everything's just completely different. The way pictures are done, everything. So I'm just trying my hardest to learn it all. And my boyfriend's very intelligent and extremely smart with IT, but he doesn't do Apple products. He does Android everything. Everything they do with the work is Windows too. So it's just kind of on me. So he's been trying to learn with me. So but I wanted to talk to you guys, and I wanted to tell you thank you. Actually, I wrote it out because it was just like I wanted to make sure I said it all. But I wanted to thank all of my Titans, my new ones, my old ones. I just wanted to thank you guys and talk to you a bit about as a YouTuber. Okay, so as a YouTuber, this job or whatever this can be like extremely stressful and like hard on creators, and I'm not saying like myself, I'm not saying that I've seen it going around, like a lot of other creators are talking about like shutting their channels down, or they'll just say like they need a break. I don't know. You just have to have like thick skin to really be in YouTube, because you get a lot of flack for stuff. Like no matter what you do, like you'll get something for it. I don't know. So I take everything with a grain of salt. I don't know. I just been seeing some other creators, they just seem like they want to just shut it all down, but it's like, well, you have this subscriber count. Like, that should keep you want to keep going, Like, I mean, I don't know. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being the best out there. You guys are the best people in the world. You really are. You guys, if I've ever, like I had surgery, you guys checked on me after my surgery. You guys still do, like, you guys, are you doing okay? Or you guys will make sure my chat's good. If I've been doing subscriber only, that's for like a minute, like do subscriber for a minute, just because I flip through different tabs and, trolls are going very fast and they can, mess up stuff. So that's why I do that. But I'm just excited to have you guys, that's all. And I wrote that actually before my camera messed up today, so that's an extra thank you, folks, because my camera messed up. Hey, Fantasmatic Ether, you made it. We are all here. We're all here. So this is this is like take 2, I guess, on my live from earlier. But he's trying to help me. Actually, I don't want to unplug it though. I'm gonna switch my mic the other way. Okie dokie. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you. So has everybody heard about this case, or is this something new? Let me see. I think I forgot to put my banner up. I have a banner because it's saved. Okay, cool. Some of them, like a lot of stuff, didn't save, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So Athena Strand has been missing since Wednesday evening. I thought that I didn't know if I was going to cover the story or not, and I asked today in a poll if you guys wanted me to cover it, and you guys were like, yeah, cover it. And I was like, okay. And then we learned that we were at a press conference today. And so it was like I was playing catch up for for like an hour and a half. And then I came on my live, and then all like crap, everything went to crap. Like my computer decided to take a crap on me. So we didn't get to watch the press conference together. But did everybody get to watch the press conference? I watched it, and I'm sure everyone else probably did. I did make a short video on it, just teasing you guys, saying I know you guys didn't go watch it anywhere else. And I was like, I'm just kidding. But I just started following it. She's 7 years old. She was last seen in Paradise, Texas, which is what a name, around 5:45, they said on Wednesday, our stepmother ended up calling the police at 6:30 p.m. that evening. They said on the presser today, I believe, it was like they began searching 14 to 16 minutes after she had called. So they were there and searching immediately. She was wearing a gray and black long sleeve shirt, some jeans, and little brown boots, no jacket. I'm gonna find that video. They just had this.
People were searching for signal. Why?
Sorry, guys. Because I saw this, I was going to pull up. I had Google Earth and everything pulled up to show you guys all this stuff, and then I was going to do like the press conference and then all this, and it was like, oh my gosh, there's just a lot going out. So let me know in the chat if you want to watch the press conference, because I'll play that also like after this and stuff. So why did they do an Amber Alert when the police said they couldn't do one for Clinton because they didn't have car details? Yeah, I don't know why. I thought I saw that they did an Amber Alert for her, but it would be like, yeah, I didn't understand that either. There's another alert you can do. I can't remember what it's called. I'm starting to learn about those like different ones, and it's like a danger child or something like along those lines. Are missing or something. It's really sad. So there is some breaking news coming out. Let's see. There we go. I was gonna say I have some stuff up that I didn't need up. So. I thought it was like not gonna. I thought it was gonna be weird for a minute because my computer just asked me to do something. I was like, I swear you better let me open this because I was told him I was like put up like ad blockers and stuff just so I can't or like places I can't go because it's just been crazy. So this is the news station I believe like right out of there. So that's where I've been watching. And we'll watch this, and then is Bob still in here? Bob, are you in here? If you are, let me know where you saw that FedEx driver, like where you saw a FedEx driver hit Athena. I'll look it up too. If you saw it somewhere, I have to go to the last one. Sorry, I was on the right one. Okay, I'm gonna try not to. I'll slowly turn it up for you.
Breaking news right now at 6. We understand law enforcement in Wise County are investigating a possible lead in the search for Athena Strand. She's the 7-year-old girl who's been missing since Wednesday evening. WFAA's Matt Howerton is live in rural Wise County. This is just west of Highway 114, where Matt, police had blocked off that area behind you. What can you tell us?
Yes, Cindy, I want to let you know where we are right now. We're between Boyd and Cottondale on County Road 4599, and the search for Athena Strand has spread all around this county. Everybody on the lookout for this little girl. The sheriff telling us earlier today in a presser that they have had no evidence, no trace of her, no leads just yet. This is the first time that we've seen anything of momentum that they're getting in this investigation. I'm going to step out of the way just a bit. We didn't get very close because we were told by several law enforcement officers to get back, but there's a lot of focus down the road from me on this road on County Road 4599 by state troopers, by Wise County Sheriff deputies. The FBI has been here. They've been looking in a ditch, which is, I believe, to the right of you if you're looking at this picture right now, and also in the area with flashlights. We don't know what this means. We don't know exactly what they're looking for, what they're focusing on here in this investigation. But the amount of police that are here and the amount of law enforcement that are focused on this area, I mean, it's breathtaking. This is something that literally looks at us and says, okay, this might be something, a clue, a piece of the puzzle that they found. And if it is a piece of the puzzle, it would be a big piece because we haven't seen any movement in this case at all since Athena went missing on Wednesday evening. The sheriff giving us kind of the same narrative earlier today during a 2 p.m. presser, telling us that Athena had vanished from the home in the evening, and then they weren't able to find her. There's been hundreds of people looking for her the last 2 days, trying to find any traces of her whatsoever. They say this search has gone from a search to an investigation. It's evolved from that, and now it looks to us that maybe there is a big piece to this search that they found, and police focusing on it here tonight. But we don't know a ton of details at this hour. We're expecting an update from law enforcement here shortly. And when we do get that update, we'll be sure to get it to you on social and on WFAA.com and also on air too. In Wise County, I'm Matt Howard.
Matt, you talk about the hundreds of people who have been searching for 7-year-old Athena Strand. It's been an exhausting search, both physically and mentally, emotionally. Have you had a chance to speak with any of them?
Absolutely. We spoke with searchers who have dedicated themselves, come out to Wise County. Some people don't even live in Wise County, that they come here and they've tried to give their best, give their all to help find Athena. There's a lot of people on social media who have been gripped by this story, trying to figure out this puzzle themselves. We've also talked to the family members, the biological mother of Athena, her aunt. They've all told us this just doesn't make sense, and they want answers. They want Athena home. They want her in her arms. Or want her in their arms. And like I said, it's heartbreaking on all levels. Everybody is pouring themselves into this investigation, into this search. And we're very, very, very curious to see what this all means behind.
Our thanks to you, Matt Howerton, for that update. This, of course, is a developing situation with multiple law enforcement agencies involved. Our crews will be at the scene all night. We will have live reports on WFAA News at 10. In the meantime, you can download.
Just gonna check the website really quick to see if there's another video of it. Nope, not yet. So I guess good news could be good news right now. Maybe she doesn't have a jacket, or maybe a shoe. Maybe they found something small. But it's been like colder out. It's Texas. And then earlier in the live, we were talking about, and I don't know if anyone knew, and I didn't even think about looking it up after I got the live, but like wildlife in that area. I mean, you know, a small child. I don't know. Yeah, like so. How far did they say that they're away they were? Did they say? I was gonna look up this other article too. Yeah, it's just not. But it'll play here in a minute. It's got some time. If you guys could, as you're coming in, if you'd love to subscribe to the channel, we would love to have you. If you could give my video a thumbs up, that way it'll get sent out to the algorithm and more people can enjoy it. Because that does really work. I love that. That does work. This is a confusing one. Like but it's really not, because it's the fact that hold on, I'll tell you.
Still has not been found. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. An Amber Alert was issued this afternoon, even though the sheriff doesn't have evidence that the girl was abducted. Last night, Athena Strand's stepmother reported the girl missing. She told investigators there was an argument, and later the girl was not in her room. The sheriff says the stepmom waited an hour to tell authorities because she went looking for the girl first. Fox 4's Macy Jenkins live in Wise County tonight with the latest on the search. Macy.
Hi, Heather and Steve. Well, roughly 200 volunteers showed up to help search for missing 7-year-old Athena Strand. Now, they searched roughly a 5-mile radius for her for the last 24 hours, but the sheriff's office says that there's still no indication of where she could have gone.
Right now, we're really scared. We're just wanting her to come home. It's not like Athena to run off.
A massive search effort underway for 7-year-old Athena Strand, who authorities say was last seen around 4:45 Wednesday afternoon.
Stepmom went to fix dinner, came back to get Athena, and Athena wasn't in her room.
Her stepmother told Wise County Sheriff's deputies earlier Wednesday afternoon Athena disappeared sometime after the two had an argument.
Right now, we think the child walked away and maybe got lost.
But one of the girl's aunts, Keelan Colbeth, claims that's unlikely, but could not offer any evidence as to why.
We definitely don't believe Athena ran off. We're not sure if she's been abducted or not.
An Amber Alert was issued Thursday afternoon despite the sheriff saying there is currently no evidence of an abduction.
That doesn't mean that there was an abduction. That just gets the information out to the citizens.
Roughly 200 volunteers showed up on Thursday to assist Wise County Sheriff's Office, Texas Search and Rescue, the Texas Rangers, and other local organizations in the search. Some on foot, on ATVs, and some even on horseback. First responders searched neighbors' homes and talked with property owners about whether they'd seen the girl or noticed anything out of the ordinary. But what began as a 6-acre search around the child's rural home quickly expanded.
So I would say that we probably searched through at least 50 acres at this point.
Wise County Sheriff Lane Aiken worries the gray long-sleeved shirt, blue jeans, and brown boots Athena was believed to be wearing isn't sufficient in the overnight weather.
It got down to about 28 last night, so it was a bit chilly.
Athena's mother, Maitland Gandy, lives in southern Oklahoma. She did not want to do any on-camera interviews, but told Fox 4 off-camera she does have sole custody of her daughter, but allowed her to spend the fall semester in Texas with her father and stepmother.
They're very cooperative. They certainly are.
But both Gandy and Colbeth say they want more details about what may have happened just before Athena's disappearance.
She's a very loving, friendly kid, loves people, loves animals, loves flowers. She's a very girly girl. I just want her home and safe, where I can physically see her and she can be with me.
Colbeth says she had plans to go to a Christmas parade in Oklahoma this weekend with her niece. Now the family says they have no plans to return to Oklahoma, that they're staying in Texas until Athena is found. Sheriff Aiken says that authorities will continue to be out here with no plans to stop searching until the 7-year-old is located.
Wow. So I was on Twitter. I should have shared that page. Let me share it with you. Because I'm trying to find anything I can find on her case, like it's new news. So up here, it was just saying. This is, oh wait, here's where the FedEx, this is new. And this, okay, so I guess this was a Facebook group. That's what it looks like. I don't ever get on Facebook anymore, but that's what it looks like. And it says, let me read it to you, I guess. Chaz is talking with a girl named Jessica, and it looks like Becky and Nate. I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I'm not even gonna try, but I'm sorry. Tina Louise, well, a FedEx driver turned himself in and said he hit her. So, okay. And then, so this person tagged her and said, that's hearsay at this point. Someone said it as fact, but there's no proof. And then Becky said, yes, a FedEx truck hit her. The driver turned himself in finally. So that was 2 minutes. And then within 10 minutes, she's saying finally, like within 8 minutes, finally. How do you know this? That's all I see. So if we could find anything else. And then 7 minutes ago, it says, I don't think it's true. Yeah, that was another report on that. There's an update on it at 6:45. I think that's what we just wrote at, but that's what we just saw. But the road is still blocked off, and more law enforcement are gathering. We have seen the FBI, DPS, and local officers. Did you notice that the FBI came rolling in on this real quick? Like they didn't waste any time. Like for her supposedly just running out of her house and just you know what I mean? I don't know. I love it. But I just think it's a little weird that they came in so quick. We are hoping to hear an update from the police soon, but clearly either something was found or they got a good tip about this area as police have closed off even more of the scene. And then that was at 6:45. So that was the latest one. And then there was something about the road I saw. So a unit is calling for chief on radio. That was 43 minutes ago. Maybe I should go to the latest. There we go. I thought I was on the latest. So it says, as the second day of searching for the scenes. No, that's one, but this is the first one we watched. That was the first video we watched. Thank you for the update, FBI. DPS and Wise County Sheriff's deputies have cleared the scene. No one has told us why they were here or what they might have found. That was 3 minutes ago. I don't know who this was. We'll go back. You guys let me know in the chat who that is. Oh, you sent me a tweet, someone put up. Oh, okay. Am I on the right? Like you sent it through Twitter? I'm so bad at this stuff, guys. There we go. I'm so bad at it. Sorry. Okay, so this is it. Taped off a car on Friday evening. Police searching for Strand. Taped off a car on CR 4599 at Texas 114 in Boyd. About 7 miles from her home and ordered people nearby to move away. They have yet to release any updates or say what led them to take off the car. Things be a Tasmanic ether. And then there was something else over here too. We got living lifetime on there. Police focus on car and search for missing.
A missing 7-year-old out of Wise County. Within the past hour, police have set up crime tape near a ditch. You can see an image there. We do not know exactly what they have found at this time or why they may be searching in that particular area.
Just to give you some perspective, this search area here is about 7 miles from Athena's home in Paradise. That is where the 7-year-old was last seen, according to what we know from the sheriff's department. We've got a crew on the way to that location right now, and they'll bring us updates.
This, of course, comes after hundreds of volunteers went shoulder to shoulder through brush surrounding that child's home in Paradise on yesterday. At the time, they found no sign of Athena. Helicopters with thermal imaging weren't able to detect any human activity in that area as well. The sheriff's department saying 2 different K9 teams did pick up a short trail, but it just circled that home, then went back out to Farm to Market Road 2123. Now, the sheriff's office says it's because of the thorough, exhaustive search efforts of the past 2 days, involving so many different law enforcement agencies and volunteers, that they can move on to what they call the next phase of this investigation.
If we've checked and double checked and triple checked all of the things out in a typical grid search area, like what you largely saw yesterday, then we have to keep looking, we have to keep digging and following up on every lead.
Now, here's what we know about what happened in the hours before Athena went missing. Let's break the timeline down for you. The sheriff tells us she got off the school bus around Wednesday, 4:15, at her father's home. He was on his way to a deer hunting trip, so her stepmother was the only adult at the home with her. She told authorities that she got into an argument with young Athena before going to make dinner. And when the stepmom could not find Athena in the house, she says she started looking for her and ultimately called 911 at 6:40 to report her missing. They've also, we understand, have talked to all the registered sex offenders near Athena's home. They've checked security cameras. And at this point, they're asking anyone with any information about where Athena could be, please, they're asking to call the sheriff's office or the FBI. And once our crew gets to the scene, of course, we're going to bring you up to speed on what we know from that investigation at this hour.
By the way, the city of Paradise announcing today it will actually cancel its Christmas.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is okay. How do you have? Okay, how do you as an adult woman? As an adult woman, you're the adult that she's okay. Her mother was in the hospital, and her mother was very ill and sick. So, you know, her dad, her biological dad, and stepmom were watching her. I can only imagine. I don't know how old her stepmother is, or what mindset she has to be in to argue with a 7-year-old. To the point where that 7-year-old runs out the door with no jacket in November 30th, which coincides with she was supposed to go back to her mom's the first couple of days of December, which is weird. I don't know. It's weird. He could have crime sleuth and said, "I'm so sad I bet that POS hit her," and then carried her off and dumped her to try to get out of the blame. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at that, and I went out of it. Shoot. They're on Twitter, right? Like papers. Okay. I'm gonna share it again so we can see if we can see that. I forgot to look. Sorry, Isabel. I'm always wanting to close out of the windows fast because it like the the noise. I always hate noise, so like I always hate it for you guys. If there's like background noise, like some channels will. I don't know if you hear it, but I have really good ears. Like I don't know, like they're like exceptionally well, and I can hear people clicking with their mouths like to open up pages or something. Like it's just some people, and I get like the clicking just drives me. That's where like you can hear someone like tapping on their like laptop or something, or like they're hitting like a button. I don't know. Just a little background noise is awful. So I was trying to prevent you guys from hearing that. So this is where it was. This is where we were a minute ago. Where did you see this? Let me know if you see it again. Oh, wait, actually, let me blow it up. Sorry, guys. Or was it the sign? I don't see it. But I think maybe it was the sign. Like the yellow, like, needle sign or something that was down there. It would have to be between these two markers. See, that sign is yellow. Yes, that, I know. For her willing to leave in the dark and cold. Yeah, like, but it's just like she only had a couple more days, you know? It's sad. It's really sad. 7 years old. If you're, like, yeah, that's sad. Like, if you're even thinking about it, like, if we think about that for a minute, if you're 7 years old and you're thinking about running away from home at 7 years old, I was busy trying to figure out which Barbie to dress or something. 7, you know? Yeah, it's the road sign. Yeah, the yellow one right there. Yeah, that's like it's one of those actually like no outlet or whatever they are. I don't know. Yeah, that's the road sign. So that's a good eye though, because I was thinking, I was like, oh, Jesus. But I had her like, because okay, that's the thing too. They I have it wrote down. I think it was 6 acres that they searched so far. 200 volunteers, 300 altogether, searched 6 acres. Oh, you know what? That's not. Because I'm from like the country, and 6 acres, it ain't that much. So I wanted to see what 6 acres would look like. Because to me, so okay, to me that doesn't look like a whole lot of space. Like this is supposed to be 6 acres. Can you guys hear me? Oh, maybe I can move it closer. Let me just get it from the like plugged in or like a little loopy thing. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, and if not, I'll turn my mic up. You're good? I'm good? Are you good, Crime Sleuthin? Can you hear me? I might have had my head down or something too, so I might not have been talking upright. So I'm trying to talk good now. A little muffled now. How about this? Is this better? Does that be better? Can you guys hear me okay? Hold on one second, guys. Okay, we'll try it out. That's any better? Man, oh man. not on to talk really loud. Yeah, I sound like I was down a hallway. Or maybe I need to get some routing in here. Yeah, we'll get it figured out though. If you guys are just joining us, if you could like the video, intermission here, if you could like the video, if you are subscribed to the channel, we'd love to have you. If you are, very awesome channel over here. I like to get done, guys. You guys still stick with me even when I have technical issues. I love that. I've been having some super crazy technical issues today too. So what I was saying before is this is just like this is supposed to be 6 yards or 6 acres. I'm sorry, 6 acres, and that's the amount of acres they searched. And then they told the searchers they were going to come back and search more, and the officers were not come back. So I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. Sorry. Can you guys hear me better now? Yeah, I can see the green. It's lighting up. It's fine. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I don't know what is going on, but it's like something with my microphone and it's brand new, so I'm not. It's because it was muted. That's why. Vincent came in touching stuff. Let me try it really one more time. Sorry, guys. This is like insane. But you guys are cool for letting me do this. So can you hear me now? It sounds like you guys can because it looks like you can. Okay. Can you still hear me? Am I good? So sorry. Oh my lordy. Isabel, thank you. Thank you for being so funny. Hi, Debbie. Thank you, guys. Because I'm like, I just got this microphone, but I did drop it the other day. It wasn't the other day. It was like right after I bought it. Like my boyfriend got it for me for like my birthday or something, I think, in October. And like the end of October. And I had it like sitting on the ledge of my chair. This ledge you can see better. So I was trying to get the sound better and it fell off. And it has a dent in it now. I'm like, oh my God. But Duty Ron, he could show me a thing or two. I was actually the only person muted. And my name wasn't under Duty Ron. Thank you guys for sticking with me. It says I'm on like the news channel because Crime Sleuth said it was channel 4. Local channel 4 is confirming. This is the local channel out there. Let me share it with you guys. There it is. So it would be this one, right? Like Fort Worth. This is all like hour ago. Yeah, someone help your girl out over here. Because this is what I just pulled up. This is like their, I thought maybe this will show us something happening. We'll see. Yeah, I will work the technology out. Oh, that's where I was just. Oh, WFAA. That's where I thought I was. Oh, okay. Let's try this again. They must have just put it on there. Unless I'm not seeing it. Okay, I'm just not seeing it. So I'm gonna share my screen with you guys so that you can see what I'm seeing. Because when I go to WFAA, it's only this one. Okay, Crime Sleuth said, update FBI, DPS, and Wise County Sheriff deputies have cleared the scene. No one has told us why they were here or what they might have found. Okay, we read that. We did read that somewhere. I think it was on Twitter. Let me see where we were reading that, because we were reading that somewhere. Yeah, see right here, at 6:45 anyway. That was the latest update they put on here. And then that update was the road is still blocked off and more law enforcement are gathering. But they did have the FBI, DPS, and local officers there. We're hoping to hear an update from the police soon, but clearly either something was found or they got a good tip about this area as police have closed off even more of the scene. Wow. And then we'll go to latest. That was the one we saw, because this is the one we saw earlier. And it says right here, yeah, that they cleared the scene. Yeah, I wonder what they could have found. That was too fast to find a person. Do you know what I mean? That's too fast. Because, like, I mean, think about it. Like, if she was there, they would have it all roped off. They would be there for all night. You know, how someone would probably watch it, the scene, and then they'd be there first thing in the morning to collect evidence and stuff like that. They would have that all taped off. Thanks, Tomboy, Charm. You guys are the best. I'm like usually pretty good at finding information, but just recently I just feel like I have not been able to find information. Other than if it's like, I mean, YouTube, I can watch that all day. But I feel like if I'm getting better at using Twitter. Nailed it. These ones I can just close out of there because this was all stuff I was going to show you earlier before all the breaking stuff happened. And it just says the scene's been cleared there too, so. Yeah, she's not there. Yeah, they would have had So maybe they did find just like something like an article of clothing. I'm hoping not like an article of clothing. I'm hoping if it is something, it's like a shoe. And she just like lost it on her way back home. I know that sounds like not plausible, but you know what I mean. Because I don't get it. Okay. Either like the FedEx driver, truck driver, like hitting her thing, that what people were saying earlier, that's plausible. That something like that could happen, especially down like those roads. But if that's not the case, if it wasn't a terrible, tragic accident like that, then we're seeing it as something else. And she and her stepmother were the only two people there. So what's going on, stepmommy? Yeah, so they yeah. Oh yeah, maybe gave a wrong location. Could have. There's no 10 miles. No. There's no way. Not with. I mean, even if she was out all day and all night, you would think that you would come out somewhere to where you'd be found. Like you'd come out of the woods if you were lost. Did you guys hear the rumor? This is a rumor. I don't know. I haven't seen this on any news, but that she wasn't staying in the main house, that she was staying in like a house shack looking thing in the back of the house. Like her bedroom was back there. Like it wasn't even in the house. That's just something I heard earlier, and I was like, wow. Yeah, I put in the rumors that I could not confirm. Yeah, there's too many people there to be nothing. Maybe like the dog. Well, no, they hadn't been called there. They were called there, so that's so weird. Okay, let's see what else we see. I'll go back up and refresh it, because you know. Police cleared the ditch. It says they were searching and Athena has yet to be found. Rumors of a FedEx driver confessing to striking her have not been verified as fact. Oh my lordy, look how cute. Look at how cute. I wish I could take me off the screen, but sometimes it mutes me when I do that. Because she's way cuter than me. Look at her little outfit. God, that name sounds... Yeah. Was that the little boy that wasn't the one that went missing with his parents right there, was it? And they were out in the woods. What was his name? I thought, because that name sounds familiar. Oh, there's a new tweet. Man, I need to get back on the tweet. I'm on the Twitter too. Is it because I'm not on the top? Yeah, you guys are on it, because I don't even see them coming up. What, the one about her sleeping in the... Are you talking about the one with her sleeping in the house, or not sleeping in the house? Because that's one I can't confirm. That's one I just saw. That's why I was asking if you guys could verify that. I thought maybe you guys could. Man. The grandfather did? Oh, wow. Someone's giving interviews? I wonder what... I'll just put her name in and put her grandfather. Maybe that'll put it. Man, this stuff's coming in fast, guys. Yeah, is it Jonathan Lee Richards or something like that? He looks like he got it. Oh, Roy Coons was the little one that went missing with his parents while camping. Okay, yeah, that's a really strange story. I should do a story on that. I should just do I should just do an updated case on that. I mean, not like an update, but you know. I think if anything, the stepmom did something and dumped her. Yeah, like I just don't. Oh no, not JLR. That's the only person that's popping up. That's why I was just. I didn't want to say anything, but I didn't want to not say anything. Cause see where it says right here? Like exclusive interview with father, so I didn't know. We might have to look at that. I don't know. He'll probably dox me, not dox me, but like, get me, but I don't care. It's probably really not her grandfather there in the picture. I don't know. It's probably like he is so weird when he does his live, like his pre-recorded. He'll be like in the woods, or he'll have like a leaf up like right here with the camera angle weird, and he'll say, "Breaking news! I'm doing this case based out in," and he acts like he's like actually there at that location, like on location, but he's not. I don't know. He just cracks me up. He just cracks my life up, and he can shoot out them videos because he does them like 3, 7. He does like 3, 5, 7-minute videos, and he just pulls them out like money. But where are we going to find it at? Where'd you guys find it? Why can't I see it on my side? They always have this pulling up for me. These people. Let me see if this is YouTube. You guys have my I know, kind of mixed reviews on his stuff. Me too. He drives me nuts because he just pulls out so much, but some of his information is actually pretty legit. I'm like some of it, I can actually, when I first got into true crime, I could stand, but it's been getting worse and worse. It seems like one night he was like at Trump's house, or not like at his house, but like wherever. Mar-a-Lago or whatever it's called, like he was with Trump and they're all hanging out, and he didn't take a picture of Trump, he took a picture of a sign on the wall. And then 2 minutes later, and it wasn't like, I'm pretty sure he didn't have these scheduled where it was like that. He had a video of him out because it was like a breaking case, it was like a breaking thing. So it was just happening, and he's in like his hat and not in a suit anymore. And I'm like, how did you change? Are you like James Bond or something? Like the weird version of James Bond? Oh, Bullhorn's Betty's twin brother. Oh my lord. If you guys haven't seen my short on Bullhorn Betty, the latest, I have a few on her. I rage out. So if you want to see Tanya rage out on somebody, check out my shorts on Bullhorn Betty. Check out my TikToks. Check out the comments in my TikToks, because that's where it gets real nice and lovely. I did have a girl, I went on a rampage about Betty the other day, like a rant. Because she's at the Idaho courthouse. I went on a rant about it. And so this girl was like, at least Betty's there doing something. And I'm like, what, spitting on people? Like, are you kidding? Touching evidence? Like, what do you mean? So then me and this girl kind of like had it out for a second because I let her get to me. And then she told me I was pretty. And she was like, by the way, you're really pretty or beautiful. And I was just like, oh, I was like, you're pretty too. She was a pretty girl. So it was all in good fun, I guess. It wasn't that bad, but it was just funny. Yeah, I want to know, I'm about to just play it. I'm about to play, let me see. If I just, let me see here. How can we do this? How long is it? Oh, it's 21 minutes. I was gonna say I could watch. I'm afraid he's gonna get me for it. Does anyone else have any where we can see this? Let's see videos. How does he do this though? That he calls and bothers these people. That's one thing I could not do that to a victim's family. Reach out to them like that. Other than if it were to show kind words, I would never be like, can I get an interview with you? I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm not a journalist at heart, but I do love journalism, but it's just I don't like to. Now, if this was somebody that needed to be called out on, like the stepmom, maybe I'll call her. Yeah, I couldn't personally call these people. I couldn't, no. He calls the jails and stuff. That's what gets me. Is he's like, can I talk to inmate number 11347? And they're like, yeah, hold on. I'm like, how's he got to do it? Ken Kathanoff. I like him. Okay, and then I like the guy that's been covering the Idaho 4 case too. Brian Eaton or something. I like him. So it looks like it's just been a rumor, but I don't know about there's been nothing else that I see. When was this? 14 minutes. This is when we saw, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, seems been clear. Let me go back up here and just go to top and go to Liz. Missing 7-year-old, yeah, arguing with the stepmother. Supposedly the 7-year-old left. An hour later, stepmom called sheriff. Yeah. I just can't get over that. Like, my mom, okay, this is how it would have went down. And you let me know how your mamas would have went down with you. If I would have been like 7 years old, first off, there would have been no argument with my mom because you don't argue with your mom. I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? But if it came to an argument, because there's nothing wrong with argument, sometimes you just get a little angry when you're younger. You would think that she would at least, when she saw her running out the door, you know, like, my mom would be like, at least take a jacket with you if you're going to run away or leave. You know what I mean? My mom would say something like that because she'd want me, to be like, whatever. Like, she'd want me to think whatever. She's not really concerned. But in her mommy head still, she'd be like, I don't want my daughter outside without a jacket. So she'd be like, at least take a jacket with you. Like, you know, like that's how my mama would have been. But this girl just let her go out the door. Like, bye. See you when I see you. Like, maybe, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I would have got the look and I would have known better too. I mean, I just wouldn't. We never talked back to my mom for that. And it wasn't because we were like threatened with violence or anything. We were never hit or spanked a day in our life, but we just were respectful. We just knew. I don't know. You just knew. I don't know. It was a different time, you know what I mean? And I know you guys are my age, or some of you are a little bit older. Some of you are a little bit younger, but I think most of you are my age. Would you let an upset 7-year-old go off like this sort, but just shows no mother instincts there? Yeah, mother instincts always there. Yeah. But it sounds like Athena went to her room and then stepmother left to another room and didn't check in on her, and she was gone when she finally did. Wow. Yeah. Wonder where she would have, like, 7 miles, 10 miles. I mean, that's a long way to go. Like, where was that at? They said that they had it blocked off because I could pull it up. Like, because this is where she went missing, around this area. I don't know if this is her house. I'm not really sure exactly which one is hers. But she went missing in this area. That's just insane. Let me see what I had. I was writing stuff all like. But the chief, the deputy, or the what was his name, or sheriff, he did say that it could be a possibility that foul play was involved. You don't want to keep that out. I heard also that her grandmother lived next door. Did anyone else hear that? Now I'm not sure on that. Oh, 628 is the house number. Oh, okay. I was wondering what it was. I saw it earlier when I was looking, and then I couldn't find it again. It just said the 1600. Sorry, 268. I'm like that. Why is it not doing it? Is it no. What was that? County Road 35. Okay, what do you mean? Maybe I stop sharing it for a minute. Yeah, 268 County Road. It should be County Road 3573. Is it? Maybe it's not a. Maybe that's not the road. Trying to see if I can find it. Yeah, it's just this county road on here. But I tried to put in the 268 County Road and it wouldn't bring it up. Oh, it's where the little circle pond is. I guess I could just go back to this. Oh, this is saying something. Okay, that's just weird. Let's see. You said the pond. Why? Oh, over here, is that a pond? Am I going in the right direction? Let me actually show this with you. I thought I was. Sorry, guys. I'm like looking down at my screen, so like hardcore. Is this the pond? Like back here? Because I saw that they had like a trash pile or something out there. I don't know. Oh, hey, Sugar and Spice, everything nice. Hey, girl, sorry I'm late. I've been cleaning because, oh, the whole family's coming for dinner Sunday. Oh, wow. Is your family big? I mean, even if it's a whole family is a whole family. Woo. Because a whole family could be like, me and Vincent are like a whole family. It's just me and him. We have dogs, but they don't, come with us. But then you could be like my brother and have a whole family. And he's got 5 kids and a grandbaby that goes everywhere. That's like a 6th kid. Okay, type in 200. Okay, that's what I did. Yeah, the 200, that's where this is pulling up. Like when I pull in, like when I put in 200, like I don't know why it's saying this is wrong. Let me just exit out of Google. Because it was pulling up. It's like when I put in the 200, it was using, that's where it was sitting in for some reason. I just want to make sure, like, I'm going slower tonight because I don't want to go to any, like, bad websites. So sorry if I'm a little slower. I'm just, like, really nervous. So, 200, there it is. County Road. See, it just, like, pulls us up right there. Oh, sorry. I was sharing that. It's actually working now. But see, like, I just put in 200, and it just drops me, like, right here. Like in the middle of the road. So it has to be this one here, right? Because there's the pond. I wish I could, like, drop a pin on that or something. Trying to just move back a little bit. Okay. Nope, up. Okay. I'm gonna go back a little bit. You guys be my eyes. This way up. Maybe I should put another episode. Yeah, here I can always just like, sorry guys, here I can do this. I'm not like the best at Google. Actually, I just started using Google stuff during like the last couple of cases. I don't even think I used it. Whose case was that we used it on? I've only used it on one other one. I can't remember which case it was. I could just drop the link and have someone come up here. That's what I should have done. Let me put that on there. Oh, they checked the pond. I was just wondering. I mean, I just kind of wanted to show you guys the actual overview anyway. Of like, I mean, that's a lot to cover. Like, she's a little girl. I'm just wondering where they are in correlation to this map. Like right now, I wish I could get the zoom in. Yeah, I don't know. Let me get back on to Twitter. I'll see if there's anything else on there. So I want to see what's going on. There is something going on there. Like It says it looks like they taped off a vehicle in the search for Athena. Is this the one that we already watched with? Yeah. That's so crazy. This poor girl. And it's going to be like, let me actually look. I'll tell you what the temperature. It's really royal, yeah. Royal. I don't know if I say that right. But this is kind of like, I grew up in an area kind of like this, but it had subdivisions, like little housing developments all around. So you weren't ever like alone. But wait, didn't her driveway have an S curve like this? Is it this one? Like, I thought it had like an S to it. I don't know. I wish I could find it for you. Maybe this one? I'm like wanting to look for it. I'm like, which one of these houses? What are these? Like, does anyone know what those are? Looks like a cemetery. I don't know why it does, but it just does to me. Like, I guess we can zoom in more. See what it is. It's not gonna really show us. It's just random. I guess it could be cars. I don't know. People have random stuff in rural areas. So yeah, I figured they would check. Okay, so let me go eat. Yeah, so they were searching the ditch, and we went over that because I was going to come on and do like the press conference and everything, and then we hopped on and stuff was happening. So we they like cleared that area, I guess, already. So we know that she's not there because if that were the case, that she would be there. I think that she would. They would have found something. If they would have found something, they would have been there longer. So. Okay, so people trying to find the house on the map earlier had trouble pinpointing it as well. Okay, good, so don't feel bad for me. Okay, good. So I got one eyeball I'm working with here too. So that's why I'm like all in the computer, like really trying to search for this place. Because I know like little things that like I can remember what it looked like. It was on the news. It was very like, I'm not gonna say anything bad about anybody's, financial state, but it was just a little rundown. It looked like it needed a little TLC. So yeah, I wanted to find it. But maybe we'll have someone come up and help us. That's what we'll do. It's just so sad. Like this little girl just got in an argument and then leaves the home. I just don't understand. Okay. Say you're being a stubborn little girl. I'm a stubborn adult. 37, I'm stubborn as shit, right? I really am. I can be completely stubborn. But you would not catch me outside. You wouldn't catch me outside for nothing in anything below 50 degrees at night, 60 degrees at night. I'd be wanting to come in within 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. And that's if I'm really, really mad. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't see how a 7-year-old could just disappear. She's not going to walk that far. She's going to get too cold. She's going to turn around. You would think. And then let's say she got lost. But I don't know. She's a little girl. You think she plays around there all the time in that area. You would think. I don't know. Does she have any siblings? I haven't heard of any siblings. Yeah, unless that's, and hit her and she got up, and stumbled into the woodland and then he didn't know what he hit, maybe. Maybe he didn't know what he hit at first, or maybe he still didn't know until like the news came out. Maybe he thought he had hit an animal and he saw something scurry into the woods. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how fast she could have been if like he just clipped her. I don't know. I took a smoke break and saw the area they were searching. Yeah. Oh no, that's okay. I was late too. My stuff wasn't working. It was just being crazy earlier. But I think now we're good. But yeah, no, this case is really just really, really, really weird. As an old, I guess an older and a younger, I believe. Oh wow. Were they at the house? Because see, I haven't heard about that. I've only heard that it was her and stepmom, so I don't know where the boys would have been, or if they're boys or girls, or like, because you would, I don't know. I don't know if you tell your brother or your sister you were gonna go like leave, but maybe. Especially if she supposedly, if her stepmom supposedly left the room, we played that route and she didn't run outside, like she didn't just scurry out the door, and we play the route, like we play devil's advocate and we say her stepmom left her in a room and then came back and she was gone. Like, don't you think she would have told her brother and little sister, or brother and sister, I don't know, younger, older, hey, I'm running away, and like pack a bag, like I'm gonna run away. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show her. Like, those are the things I could see if you're going to be running away, or if you're going to leave, you would take your jacket with you, maybe pack yourself a little sack lunch. Is that all LLC owned land? I don't know. I don't even. Is it all like a country road, or is I mean LLC is usually a business. I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. Yeah, they said the dad went hunting, and could she have been upset she left to try to find her daddy? Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. I hope they find her okay. I hope that's the case, and I hope they find her okay. That could be the best possible outcome. Do you know what I mean? Or like she's going home right now, because maybe she was, because he was. Oh, really? Her mother lives where you live? Oh. I didn't know that you were from Oklahoma. There's just, YouTube community is just so broad. Like all the creators and everything. It's so awesome to see like such a kind of, it's just broad. I love it. I'm getting sleepy, guys. I'm trying to stay awake because I want to like sleuth around and stuff. I want to see what's going on in the world. But they're not showing me anything right now. If you are just now joining me, I said it earlier in the live, but I'll say it again. I want to thank you guys for being the best subscribers, best Titans out there, really, seriously. Just recently I've been on like other people's lives and other people's videos, and it seems like they're just like either down, and it seems like maybe they're not motivated anymore, or they are getting attacked by other creators, and that's really taken a toll on them, like mentally, and mentally means physically. And they're talking about maybe shutting their own channels down and maybe just quitting. And I just want to thank you guys for being outstanding, literally. I mean, I literally could be messing up pretty bad, and you guys will hold out and be like, we'll wait for you, Tanya. And I do. I appreciate that. I really do. I really, really do. Because I don't ever want to quit my channel, and I'm never going to. I have thick skin, but I know that people can be mean on YouTube. They can really be mean. Like some of the comments you can get on YouTube, it'd be surprised. Like you would be surprised that someone would take that much time out of their day just to say something's wrong with like the way you look, or the way you pronounced a word, or you mispronounced a word or something maybe. Like they'll write you a whole paragraph. And I'm just like, damn, Susan. I don't know if I have any Susan in here. I just made up a name. You know what I mean? And I'm like, just don't be mean. Like I tell them to I like to tell people to take their negativity somewhere else. But every once in a while, people will get me. And like they get under my skin. But in reality, I laugh it off. I don't know. I just hope that you guys know that I love you. Oh, thank you, Phantasmatic Ether. I really do appreciate you guys. And like, I mean, even my boyfriend knows most of you guys, like a lot of you by name now. Because so even if I'm in here or if I'm just talking, I talk about you guys. Because you guys are the best. You really are. So, like I said that in the beginning of the video, and I was like, I actually had this wrote out before my camera went to crap on me today. First, my computer went to crap. So I must have downloaded, not like maybe I didn't download, or I did something to my computer to where like something malicious was there. Like I don't know what I did, because I don't get on them at all, malicious sites. It's like I'm like roaming the dark web over here. You know, I'm usually StreamYard, Twitter, YouTube, stuff like that. But we had to literally just reset my whole computer today because my live just like cut off. It was just like, bye, Tanya, you're out of the live. And I was like, okay. And it was right before the press conference, of course. And this was a new case to me. So I was trying to like stack everything in, like all of the stuff I could get in my little head in an hour before the live. And so, it's been crazy. So I appreciate that. And yeah, I don't know. I just wish other creators could see that they have like their subscribers. I've seen a lot of people like, just like, I don't know, almost like blaming like them anyway. Not like blaming them for what's happening, but almost. I don't know. And I just don't think that's the case. I think that if your subscribers are not growing, if your channel is not growing, I don't believe in blacklisted on YouTube, other than if maybe you're like literally blacklisted because you got like CP or something crazy on there, like that you cannot be doing. Like, you know what I mean? I just don't see that happening to regular old people. So I don't know. That was just like my little rant for the day, I guess. But I just feel bad. I feel bad that people think that way. Like my computer went out today. And I've seen other creators, like their computer, like I guess maybe like their web page will go down or something. And they're like, oh my God, someone's after me. And I'm like, no one's after y'all. No one's after you. Mine was just I just clicked something stupid probably. That's probably my thing. I just need to not click stupid stuff. Because that's probably what it was. It was probably me. It was probably me. But yeah, I love you guys too. I appreciate that. I really do. Phantasmatic Ether, I'm gonna have to get you to make us some more wristbands because I need some more. I need some for like every case. I feel like I'm gonna have to get me and something like I don't have an iron. I have a steamer. I use steamers, but I need to get an iron so I can maybe do like hashtag shirts where I can wear them so I'm always bringing awareness wherever I'm sitting and doing my filming or if I'm out doing something out there. But I'm just gonna stop sharing that. We'll just talk for a little bit and see if you guys see anything, and I'll let you know if I see anything. Kathleen said, we'll always come back for you. Oh, I've been watching for a while. Don't contribute to the chat a lot. That you enjoy the community you've created. Oh, I love that. And I love your name. I think I told you that before, Kathleen. I love that name. That was my grandmother's name. Kathleen McGowell, and then she was a Bradbury with my dad's mom. So that's my last name. If you need to know, I don't care. I'm not like, I don't believe in like doxing. I'm not going to give everyone my address, but I don't care if you know my name. It's out there. I mean, it's not hard to find my name, especially I think when I do emails, I think it sends it to you, like my name. I'm just like, whatever. People are always worried about like, they're like, someone's going to find out like where you live. And I'm like, tell them. Come on. And that's another thing. That was one thing. That's one thing. I want you guys to have my back because that's what I need to tell. I need to talk to you about this before anything goes down. So, what was I going to say now? I forget. Oh, the only time that I'll ever go crazy lunatic person like on YouTube would be if somebody came after my boyfriend or my dogs, but mostly my boyfriend, because I could take the dogs, you know what I mean, the heat on them. They're crazy animals. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's just one person in your life, maybe two, maybe three, maybe you got five that you just don't mess with at all. Like, you just don't go there. You just don't. That would be it. So I told him today, I said, if anybody ever wants to do videos on me and, go after him, I said, I will straight get on here and do a live. I said, I will have enough ticket, like money for a plane ticket by my subscribers. I can't get myself there to that person's front door. I said, and I will stream live, beat the shit out of them because I really would. And I know you guys would all bail me out because you guys are all over the place. I can literally even travel internationally now. I don't want to get arrested internationally, but you know what I mean. We got some people internationally now. Yeah, you knew. Oh, you did from Etsy? You should do like, I thought about getting like a Cricut. Yeah, that's what they're called. I always call them circuit boards, but they're Cricut, like the Cricut things that you can make like t-shirts and stuff. I thought maybe you had like something like that, be like a press or something. expensive though, I feel like. I don't know, some things. There was something on Etsy. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember the 3 sticks I had here before, but they're basically like, I have bigger, like thicker ones. They're just wooden, like bamboo. I think, no, that's not bamboo. What was that? I don't even know what kind of sticks they are now. But there was something on Etsy, and it was literally just a bamboo strap, like a branch with 2 strings on it. And I had 2 of them in my store, my boutique already. Like I just noticed them on Etsy for $145 a piece. And it was just rope and wood. I was like, all day I can make that. I should be making that. They can take my husband, but leave my fur babies alone. That's funny. See, I think mine is because like my boyfriend's just so sweet, and I don't know, he's sheltered, I think. So I would have to feel like, and I'm like the more outspoken one. He's very introverted, very quiet. And then you got me. I'm like a bulldog. So it works. It works though. It works very well. My niece at least used to have this sort of thing. Yeah. Like that's because like you can make like all kinds of stuff with those. Like there's this girl. I don't do this in my boutique. Hand to God. I'm telling, not as of right now, I do not do this in my boutique. Okay, because I want to make sure everyone knows, because I do sell graphic tees and graphic sweaters. But this girl I knew, so graphic tees in a boutique sell from anywhere like from $26 to $50, $56, something around there, those lines, 60 maybe. But you can make them, not these, not all of these, but you can make like, graphic tees with a Cricut for like a couple bucks, right? Well, this girl decided to show that she bought this big press, like it was supposed to be like amazing. It was like $300 or $1,000, I don't know. But she should have kept that little like tidbit to herself, because now everybody knows she's pressing her own graphic tees. So all the graphic tees that come through her store, whether they're not pressed by her, everybody assumes they are. So nobody wants to spend $40, $50, $60 on a pressed shirt that they can go make it themselves. You know what I mean? So, but I would, if I was you, I would get like a little, or I call it circuit again, a Cricut. I would get a Cricut, and if I call it a circuit, that's why I got some old circuit boards, like the old telephone crap. But a Cricut, that would be like a good investment, because then you can even sell your bracelets and stuff. Because it was cute. I still wear mine. It's over on my desk right now. I love it. Oh, Cleveland. I'm Ohio too. I got some Ohio people in here. Someone was in here the other night, and I don't know if there's somebody that's in here now, but they said, oh, you have like people from Ohio in your chat? I'm like, oh yeah, we have a few. And they're like, oh, we never see Ohio people. And I'm like, I feel like Ohio is a big state. I feel like there's a lot of people in Ohio. So you're Cleveland, I'm closer to Cincinnati. Not like I'm like an hour from it, but in Ohio. Oh, hi. Oh, it's Tracy, sorry. I saw the S. I put it on the front of that. Hi, I don't have kids. Do 7-year-olds argue? See, okay, yeah, I don't have kids either. But yeah. I have a niece. They can argue. They can argue at any age. If they're put into that environment, like my niece now, she's like 15, so she can argue. When she was 17, she had a little bit of like little attitude, but I don't ever see her running away from the house or arguing really with her parents. But if you're brought up in an environment where there's yelling, you may, and I don't know if this is the case, then you're more prone to lash out and have those type of behaviors yourself. That's just genetics, That's just common sense too. If you grow up in that area, that kind of stuff. So, but I was trying to read your guys'. I thought I was down there, but I wasn't all the way at the bottom. Oh yeah, reverse bleach and tie dye. That would be me and my boyfriend. Okay, I wish I had pictures of these, but I don't. I'll have to find them because they're cute. We first moved in here. Our first year here. This will be like 6 years here or 7 years or something. It's been too long. But our first year here, I wanted to do something to make some like extra money. I don't know. It was during the summer. So I had this bright idea. Like I always have these bright ideas, and then Vincent ends up doing them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, let's paint something, and then he ends up painting it because he's just more craftier than me when it comes to stuff like that. But we did do tie-dye t-shirts for 4th of July, and they actually came out pretty good. The first couple batches were terrible, but then the last few batches, Vincent did them, they turned out pretty good. My friend actually bought some for her kids, and they all wore them, and it was just really cute. And a lot of people from my old work, they bought a lot. It seems like that back then, a lot more people supported, like, because even my boutique now, I'm literally starting, like, if I'm a year in my boutique, but I'm actually going to take the banner off since we're just talking about whatever now. Actually, I'll put my boutique banner up there so you can just see it. But since I started my boutique, I just, I still feel like I'm just learning. I'm learning everything, and I don't have a lot of help because normally when you start like a new business or a new anything, if you start a new business or say a YouTube channel, you start getting your name out there by telling your friends and your family. That's like your go-to people, right? Like that's who you go to. Well, 7 years ago, when I met Vincent, this had nothing to do with him. I lived in Columbus, and then we moved down here, and I'm about an hour and 20 minutes from many of my friends, and they all had kids, and I didn't have kids, so there was like, I don't know what happened with that, but we all just kind of separated, and so I have friends, but if I post it on Facebook, I could post it till I'm blue in the face, and no one's gonna share it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, wait a minute. These are good pictures too, because I take some cute pictures of my little mannequins with my little cute clothing on them. But so then like you go to family next. After that, family's next. So then, well, my family's really small because I lost my mom and my dad, and I have my brother. But when 2020 hit, we didn't talk to each other for like a few years. We only saw each other like 2 or 3 times. It's heartbreaking. Like for both of us, we don't know why it happened. It just like, it happened. It was because like COVID, and then because we were both vaccinated by April, like 2021 or whatever it was. Like we were ready to go. We should have been able to be around each other, but we just weren't. So that's like, it's just hard, like starting a new business and stuff like that, and starting a YouTube. So I'm really just appreciative of y'all. Make sure you go and check out my little boutique too, because it's cute. I have some really cute sweaters coming in. If you guys like crew necks and stuff, I love me a crew neck, and it's like they're graphic ones. I don't know if I can pull them up on my phone. I might pull them up with the computer. Oh, Ellie is still there. Oh wow, I thought that they said they were done. I'll just keep checking on it. This is updates, but that was 20 minutes ago. Let me see what this says real quick. This is all. Yeah, and it says, but no information was immediately released on it. Yeah, it's still saying nothing's been released. And it was my 31-year-old nephew and I were in a shop today. He put his petted lip out because he never got a chocolate out of our calendar. Trust me, he put you off kids for life. My nephew is, you have a 31-year-old nephew? Oh, I bet that's exciting when they're that age. I don't know. My nephew's 20. He'll be 20, I think 20 in January. Yeah, he won't be 21. No, he'll be 20. He better be. I can't get him any. He can't be any older. No. And then I have I think my niece is like 14 to 16. I can't remember. That girl just jumped in age. But I always jump people in age too. And then I have a 9-year-old nephew. And then I have a 25-year-old niece and a 27-year-old niece. It's just, they're there, And then we did go there for Thanksgiving. So, and I got my sister-in-law a birthday gift. Her birthday's in October, so I got her like a gift card and stuff. And she was all excited. She's like, I already know what I want to get. So then that made me excited, because I've been a little, like with my boutique, I've been a little like unmotivated, Like I haven't been posting pictures or anything. And like I used to be posting every day, all day. And I need to get motivated again, you know? I need to get motivated. But that's my little boutique coffee and Ari. I'll add that at the bottom for you. Just thought I'd put that there. I have like so many things in here. I love talking to you guys. It's been fun. Oh my gosh, you have fibro, really bad sugar and spice, and after my strokes, it's even worse. I think it's they keep guessing with me. I'm like, I told it's like my counselor. I talked to her yesterday, and I said, first when I went to the doctors, it was because my hands were hurting so bad and my back was aching so bad. And these doctors kept telling me, there's nothing wrong with your back. There's nothing wrong with your back. They do X-ray. Nothing wrong with your back. Well, come to find out, they thought that maybe it was RA because my mom had rheumatoid arthritis, and so they were testing me for that. And then as they're testing me for that, because the hands are sending me to the spine center at OSU, and they're checking me at the spine center. Well, then they thought it was fibromyalgia, and they're like, well, we don't think it's that. And I'm like, well, let me tell you what it is, doctor, because I think I know. I'm like, I think I literally just have so much nerve damage everywhere that it's from all these different injuries to where it's like, it's not fibromyalgia and it's not RA. It's like a class of its own. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm just different. I just was in a serious car accident. I'm just made differently. I don't think you could classify it. Oh my gosh, thank you. I am too young to have nieces and nephews that age. I'm 37. So my sister-in-law, she had my nieces that are 25 to 27. They're my step nieces, but we've been in each other's life since they were 2 and 4. So they're my babies. But and my brother too. So they're his step kids technically, but they've called him dad since they were like 2 and 4, maybe 3 and 5 or something, you know, like a year later. But he's been in their life. He's been their dad, and he's a great dad. I wish he would have been my dad. I mean, I had a great dad, but he's just a different soul. I don't know. He's just very giving, very forgiving. He likes to build boats with his sons and stuff. Like, he doesn't like them just to be on gadgets and doing things. He likes to take them hunting. I don't know, fun stuff. Oh, yeah, and so then they found my back. So no fibromyalgia, but my back has 3 curves in it. One in the upper, one in the lower left, upper right, and then a 16-degree curve in the middle of my back. And the spine doctor was like, we could have fixed this if we would have known when you were about 26. And I'm like, well, we would have known a long time ago if some doctors would have just took they just told me I was kidding. They're like, there's nothing wrong. Like, and then they look at you. I hate when doctors do that. Do you ever get the doctor stare? Like, they'll be like, the scan didn't show anything. And then I'm like, are they broken? Is my doctor broken? Because they won't say anything to me. It's like I have to like get the words to come out of them. I'm like, okay, so what do we do next? Like, I don't know. It's crazy. But you guys are all like me. We have a bunch of titanium, metal. I mean, you know, we all have medical ailments. I think most of us, I'm waiting to laugh because I'm laughing at myself too, because we do. And it's just like, you know, I literally just, I don't know. Okay, all my chronic pain peeps got to check into Adler's. Oh no, I was about to say that. Danlos syndrome. Oh. Small fiber. See, that could be something I could have. I take gabapentin, but I don't take it like I'm supposed to. I told my doctor that too. I'm bad. Like, I was supposed to take it 3 times a day. I take it once at night. And I knew it would probably help. But then I was going to the chiropractor. I was doing good, right? So I get 15 visits per year. Went through the 15 visits. Told my chiropractor, it's this dude. He's eccentric, but I like eccentric. So I was like, I'm going to keep going, right? Told him, I said, message my healthcare plan. They will give me more days. Believe you me, I'm one of them people. You can get a lot from me. He sent the referral in, but all he sent in was my name. He didn't even send in any doctor's patient notes, not what he's seeing me for or anything. So then I reached out to him, left him a message, and I never heard back. So my days renew in the beginning of the year. I knew I'm just going to wait. But it's crazy. My doctor retired now. He used to say, like, do you think it is? Yeah. Yeah. I've literally read my own x-rays before for a broken leg. Can you come here, John? Is that... I've got stories for days, guys. Like, I mean, I can't make this shit up. I couldn't even make it up if I wanted to. Like, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, was this here before? And it's because I had so many breaks. I broke my leg in so many different places. It was clean breaks through that where like it was mending back. I think it was hard to tell if that was like calcium or scar tissue building or what, or if it was a new break. I don't know, but I had to read it. And I'm like, no, that one wasn't there before. That nice clean break right there. And that was during my birthday month. That was like the 7 days before my birthday. I broke my leg again. It was like the year after my accident. And it was like right after it just healed. It was terrible. It was the worst pain. And the doctor comes in, surgeon. And I'm at Ohio State and he's like, hey. And I'm like, well, hey. I didn't know him, but he knew me. I guess he had been on my surgery team when I came in there that night, like life flighted. And I don't remember him, of course, because I wasn't all there. But he was like, we can either, he's like, we have 3 options here. And I'm like, okay. He's like, either, or I think he gave me 2. He gave me 3. I can't remember the third. But he's like, we can either take the metal rod out of your leg right now and put a new one in. Okay. Or you can wait. We can bandage you up with your broken leg and you can go home and you can come back and see your regular doctor in the morning. Because if I was going to go route 1, you know, obviously that's surgery tonight. And I was like, you just wrap my leg back up, sir. I did. I was like, wrap it up extra tight and give me 2 sticks because I'm walking out of here. Good thing I have a wheelchair. I just bring it with me. But I mean, really, that's what I say. I say I'm the bionic woman. That's what I used to say all the time. It's fantastic. Ether, you are so right. Like, I mean, it's so freaking bad right now. I don't know what it is. If it's because it just seems like it's been recent, like since COVID. And I don't know if y'all work in the health field, but I'm gonna say it. The 9 to 5 doctors, if you work 9 to 5, COVID didn't really affect you too much. Like with your practice, you probably have half of your practice like there or whatever, but you weren't on like the front lines or anything. These doctors are acting like they have been working grueling hours, and I'm talking about my surgeons that are working 9 to 5 that own hospital floors, that own the whole floor. I'm like, you're a plastic surgeon. It's COVID. What do we need you for? What do we, you know what I mean? What, did someone not get their lipo? Did someone not get their filler? You know what I mean? But it's, and then the mental health field, don't even get me started. I have videos. I mean, it's bad. It's bad, guys. It's bad in Ohio anyway. I wonder if anyone is from out of the country right now. Ketamine infusions are helpful. I need something because I won't go to pain doctor. I refuse. But I'm in so much pain and I haven't slept. This is not an exaggeration. 3 years. It's been October, actually, November 2019. I used to have it down to the days, for over a year straight. And I'm not exaggerating on this either. I woke up every night with cold sweats multiple times a night. Like, I'm not talking just a little bit of sweat. I'm talking full buckets of water. Felt like it was being poured on me. It was so bad. We have to change the sheets, the blankets. They finally stopped, and I don't know why, and I'm thankful. But I hadn't had a surgery since 2020, and I just had the surgery in October. For that week that I was on pain medication, I actually slept through the whole night, and I slept until like 7 or 8 in the morning. It was beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Like when I say that, I've not slept past 5 o'clock in the morning in 3 years. I mean that, except for one time. I woke up and the sun was out and it was coming in the window and Vincent was looking at me and I said, am I dead? I thought I was dead because it was so nice. It was like, if you don't sleep good, it just affects your whole mood, you know? You all have to get good sleep because then if you don't get good sleep, then you wake up and you're not in a good mood, and then that affects your whole day. And then you get people like in the mental health field. They're like, "You're doing great, Emma." Emma. Yeah, it really did. Yes, and then it seems like everybody has an autoimmune disease now. And I'm not just saying that. Like, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm talking about, I have been seeing on my Facebook, like, I will get on, it's been months since I've really been on, but I was on, like, a few months back, and 3 or 4 people had, like, RA. And then I saw 2 or 3 more people had fibromyalgia. And I'm like, what is going on here with everybody having the same, like, we're all, like, I don't even think that some of these people probably have these autoimmune diseases or just classifying them, I guess, maybe in that field. I don't know. Yeah, I really said to my dad, he's like, "You're not dead." He's like, "But I thought you were because you weren't waking up." Because it was like 8 in the morning. So when people sit there, they're like, "Yeah, I just, woke up from a nap," or just woke up and it's like 11 in the morning. I'm like, "Oh my God, I would love that. It would be so nice." Even if I wake up in the middle of the night, if I were to take I'm on sleeping medication, if I were to take another sleeping pill in the middle of the night, I wouldn't go back to sleep and I would be like all day, like passing out. You know what I mean? Because my body fights itself when it's up. I'm just one of those people. I'm like high. I'm just high energy. They say I'm like hypersensitive and stuff. I'm like always hypersensitive. Yeah. So the gabapentin doesn't really do much for me, but I think I should take it 3 times a day, like I'm supposed to. But I will ask about. I want to know about the infusions too. Yeah, spinal surgery is okay. I don't know anything about it, but I only know from I was a roommate with someone that had it, and she was like 70 for 2 weeks, and I loved her. Her name was Judy. She was my roomie when I went to the hospital because she had spine surgery, and she showed me her back. Like the nurse did one day, and she was like, "Show Tanya." She was the sweetest because she didn't want me to feel bad. I had all I had was this is a big number, but 97 staples in my legs. But this woman had like 60 staples in her back or something crazy. Like it went up like her whole spine. I'm like, no, I would take the legs all day. Like I felt so bad for her, but she was like with it. She was quick with it. She was ready to go home. When she went home, we got each other's numbers. So because I know that some fusions, like my mom did some, like, I don't know if it was infusion, but she did shots in her back. She did like a series of 3. And my mom said that those made her, she had RA. And I didn't know how bad back pain was until I got older. Like after my mom passed, or oh God, I would just give her the biggest freaking hug right now. But my mom did the shots for RA, and she said that you're not supposed to drive yourself home, but she would. She never even told us that's what she was doing. And she said she would cry in the car, like before she would drive home, because she's like she was still in so much pain. I'm like, that's just terrible. You shouldn't ever be in pain. If you need pain medication, definitely go get it. You know what I mean? Like I would for sure. Like if I needed it, I mean I do need it, and I do plan on getting it. Like this is my thing. I was on Oxycontin and fentanyl. That's what they had me prescribed at the doctor after my car accident. I was on those medications to learn how to rewalk and redo all of the things I needed to redo. Well, they put me on the Oxy, and then I said I don't want to be on those anymore. I was trying to come down. I thought we were going to be moving downward, right? Like maybe a Percocet next. I go home with, and this was 9 years ago. So fentanyl overdoses and things, or 10 years almost now, they weren't heard of like this, like they are now. Like this stuff wasn't heard of. And this was a patch I was taking. And the patch, I couldn't even feel anything. Like, I couldn't tell a difference other than it made me very ill when I was out in the heat too long and stuff. I would just get really sick feeling. So I just started taking Advil. And Advil, it worked. It worked for your girl for a long time. But now it's my back, It's just hurting. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna get off here soon, but I'll drop the link and you can come up for a minute for sure. Because you could do, you're better at that stuff than me. And I know everybody will want to see it. I should have dropped my link earlier. Sorry. I should have done that earlier. Yeah, just let me know and I dropped it in there for you. You do neuro blocks in your neck for your herniated disc. Oh my gosh, and stenosis and cortisone for my shoulder. Oh my lord, that you do help, but only for a short time. Got terrible circulations in my legs. Nothing helps. I have the worst circulation too in my legs. Like my legs get purpley when they're like cold sometimes. I remember when my plastic surgeon first saw my legs. I wore shorts for the first time, and I went to see the plastic surgeon after my accident. I should have never did that, and I did. And he walked in, but I'm glad I did because he walked in. He was like, "What is this?" And I'm like. I'm like, it's cold in here because they were so purple and big. And he was like, we gotta fix that. But he did. He ended up lasering like all of my stars everywhere. Like they're gone. They're not like gone, but you cannot tell in the summertime. You cannot see them in the summer. And I mean, I'm grateful for him to be like that. Like, he was the only doctor I had that was so blunt and straightforward with me, you know what I mean? And I needed that. I needed it. His blood pooling, if that was a party trick. Shoulder surgery and still not good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If you have surgeries and stuff, you're gonna have pain. And that's why I didn't want to be on pain medication back then, because I knew at some point I'm going to need it. Even if it's not now in my 30s or even in my 40s, maybe not my 50s. But if I'm making it to 60, 70, I'm going to be in some pain probably, I would assume. I'm just assuming, you know. Hopefully not. But, you know. You were sick. Oh, last time you took 1 year. She was sick for 2 days. See, that I was like that with Percocet because it has that Tylenol or whatever in it. So then that's why they gave me the oxycodone because I was going to be on it longer. But I was probably off of those within 4 months of me leaving the hospital, and then 6 months completely off everything. But the fentanyl, the patches were like you had to take them off, and you wore them for 3 days, off for 3 days, I think maybe, or maybe you wore it for 3 days, took it off, put another one on. I can't really remember, but it was like flush everything down the toilet because it was like your pets can't get to it or your children. I was like, what is this stuff? It was the first time I ever heard of it, and then I forgot about it for the longest time until we started hearing about all the drugs and stuff coming back through the smaller towns and everything. Did we lose her? Oh, there she is. I'm sorry. Are you there?
Well, hi. Can you hear me?
I think you're muted. Did I mute her?
No, I'm here. Hang on. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm here. I can see my thing moving. Can you not hear me?
Okay, let me see. I'll invite again.
Oh, they say they can hear me in chat.
You can hear her? I can't hear her. That's weird. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I just dropped off the link in the back chat.
She put the link in there too. Okay.
Yeah, it's easier you can just click that, or you want me to show it? It's up to you. I don't care.
Let me see. Can the chat hear her?
In the back chat. Hi, everybody. Hope you're all doing well.
It's so weird that I can't hear. My volume's up. Everything's on. It's so weird.
No, I don't.
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just came up out of nowhere. I don't know. That's so weird.
All right. That's all
I
right.
can see your little thing echoing, like when you can tell you're talking because like the speaker thing, like I don't know, your picture kind of vibrates. So I could tell that like people could hear you, but I couldn't hear you.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. So yeah, that's the link to the tweet that the local news put out. And that's where all the FedEx stuff was coming from.
Okay. Let's highlight that too. Oh, like on her post here. Oh, okay. Oh wow, that's a good shot. I wonder who was there. So this is the one here, and it just said, when was this? An hour ago? Yeah. Breaking news.
Let's see where it says right here.
Can we blow it up more?
Missing 7-year-old reportedly hit by FedEx. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it.
Oh yeah, not confirmed by police, but a member of Athena's extended family just confirmed to me that the 7-year-old was hit by a FedEx truck driver who got scared and dumped her body into the woods. Oh wow, that does sound right. Like, you know what I mean? That does sound like something that could happen. She said the family was told today that the driver of the FedEx truck was being interviewed today in the case. Again, this is not confirmed by police, but from an extended family member of Athena. No confirmation of a body found, though. I am also hearing the same story from a neighbor in the area where police have blocked off the road. But are they still there? Have you noticed? Did you see?
Let me go see if she's updated anything since it was like 15 minutes ago when she put a little video up that showed that it's dark.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's dark now.
Nothing since that.
So that means
it's dark there, and you can still see law enforcement. And she said that some other law enforcement and other vehicles were leaving the blocked off area.
Oh no.
Nothing since then.
But yeah, some people were leaving. They're probably maybe moving their cars out of the way.
Yeah.
So
that's all I know. I just wanted to hop up, and I was just going to drop off the link. I didn't need to.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. Got my Christmas decorations done today.
Oh, nice.
Everything's finally decorated, and then I go to bring down the Christmas tree box, and that's the moment that I realized I threw it away last year.
Oh, but that means you get a new one.
Yeah, we had a really nice big white one with snow on it already with the lights, but the light stopped working, and finally last year I threw it away.
Oh, see,
now I'm realizing last minute that we don't have a tree. So I'm gonna go get a tree.
Oh my gosh, if you were closer than Oklahoma, I've got like 4 here. I have a 7.5 foot tree, and I'm like, why do we have this big of a tree in an apartment? I mean, we have huge cathedral ceilings, but it's just too big. I'm like, we're getting rid of this thing this year. I want a skinnier tree, like tall and skinny, and with the snow on it.
Yes. Now, where we live now, I have vaulted ceilings in the living room, so I could put up as tall a tree as I really want. I don't know what we're gonna get. Probably, a 7 foot.
Yeah,
that's not too big. Yeah, that's not too big. But usually, if we would get 7 foot in a regular room, that was just about as tall enough.
Yeah.
I could go really, really high here if I wanted to, which would be cool, but we don't have really the money for that this year.
Well, I think my friends, I want to say their tree was like 30-some feet. I want to say this thing was huge. They had like vaulted ceilings like you wouldn't believe. They had mine like you wouldn't believe either. And I think that their trees were real. Like they had them brought in.
Yeah, that would be cool. I love having a real tree, but it just really bothers my husband, so we can't do it.
It's a fight you don't want to have either. One of you has to hold the tree while one of you's putting the things in the bottom of it. One of you's getting pricked
yeah,
and they're telling you to make sure it's straight. That was me and my father anyway. We always got a tree together, and every year we would be almost to the point where we're cussing each other because it would be great in the beginning. We'd be going to get in that tree, and then he'd be like, "Is it crooked, Tanya?" And I'm just like him now that I'm older. I'm a perfectionist like that. I would be saying that to my kid, like, "Is it straight? Are you sure it's straight? Is it really straight?" And then you're a kid and you don't want to hold the tree to begin with, so you're like, "Of course it is," and then they get up and it's not straight at all.
Not at all. Reconstructing Leslie just reminded me, I've got to get on that. Each year I always make my own little pathetic Charlie Brown type tree just for fun. I need to set that up like behind my chair in here.
That would be
So it's
cute.
visible behind me. That would be cute for you, for your little YouTube room too.
I have a little tree I can show. I don't know if it's on there right now. Let me see it. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's over here.
Yes, that's cute.
I got this one. It has my mom's little decorations on it. It was like before she passed away, she had like a little tree, and she had like these little decorations, these little like angel ones. So I put those on there, and a couple of like the ones that me and my brother made as kids. You know, like the stuff that she would have put on our tree. So I kept it. And then that's hers. And then we had a dog that my boyfriend and I had a dog pass away that was like totally unexpected. We had her for 1.5 years since she was a puppy. She was fine. Everything was great with her. Literally one morning she woke up and just didn't wake. I mean, she just collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
We never figured out what was wrong. We never figured it out. It was just like, what happened? So now we have an even, like it's this tree, but it's like double the size. So then we have that in the other room, and that's our Ella tree. So I'm like,
I have a couple of those that are outdoor ones that I have out on my front porch, and it looks really pretty.
Well, that's what I should do, because I told Vince, I said, many more people can die. You know? I said, because I don't want that many more trees in the house. I'm always dying. I'm like, no, I have another big tree over here. I know this thing's real. This little fir thing.
Oh yeah. You could totally decorate that.
Yeah, we bought that at Sam's Club the other night. Like, I can't remember being all weird now, but we were at Sam's Club, and I was like, let's get this real big thing. My boyfriend's down for anything. He's like, okay. I'm like, it's like a real Christmas tree. Does everybody have their stuff decorated? I think everyone's probably decorated but us all the way.
Yeah, I finally got it done today. I finally was like, get off of YouTube and go do what you need to do.
I know. I've been buying stuff, and I forgot I bought stuff. So I've been buying it. Like, we have an extra shower so that because we use the same bathroom, like the shower, we just use the same shower. And so our other bathroom is like a guest one, but we never have guests. So I use it for like storage. So I've been like sneaking stuff from Target in there for like months now. And I went to go in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got all this stuff. So my boyfriend's like, where does this stuff come from? I'm like, I don't know, but we need more. I'm like, I'm ready for more. I want to do pictures this year.
I like professional portraits.
Yeah. Living Lifetime just posted a video with the sheriff update to Athena. Really? Huh.
I keep checking the 2 local news reporters' Twitters that are there.
Yeah.
But nothing new yet. Come on, people. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are really mad at that Lauren Prisbel lady.
Who is she? Which was she?
The tweet that you see up there, that was hers.
Oh, yeah. For her doing that, putting that out there?
Actually, I think it was a Facebook post, wasn't it? It was on Twitter.
Yeah, she is the news lady. She was the lady we were looking at earlier, and then I think I lost her name somewhere in the shuffle or something.
Yeah, she's local news.
Because I remember seeing the green outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but yeah, I know it's kind of hard not to like put that out there, but then again, it's kind of like, don't you want to wait a little bit?
Exactly.
Make sure her family knows. Make sure her father knows and her mother knows. And this mother's never going to be able to forgive herself if this is what happened, you know. And this sounds like this could be it, because look at those roads. Those are royal. Okay, I lived on these kind of roads. People go 55 or higher. If it says it's 55 miles per hour on that road, you're going 65. Even if it's curvy as crap, like you do. Vincent and me it's funny about that. Okay, so my boyfriend is from LA. You know, like on the 405, congested traffic, he's my dude, right? I don't drive in that. But we were driving on back roads in my hometown one night, and he was on them for about 3 minutes and was like, I can't do this, Tanya. And he pulled over, was like, you're driving. I have one eye. And it was dark, which I mean, I'm fine to drive because it's my neck of the woods. But he was like, he knew, like, he was like, I can't do this. How do you drive? Because people were like, behind him, you know, like he was going slower, like he was going like 45 and it's technically 55, but it was windy. But like, you know, people want to go fast. So I could see a FedEx driver speeding through there, trying to deliver packages. It's Christmas time. They're ready to get home. Maybe with it getting darker sooner at night. I don't know exactly when it happened, but it could have happened the first night. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it happened like right after she had left or something. You know what I mean? Like, because it was so cold that day, she didn't have a coat. I don't think she would be out that long.
Hey, Phantasmic Esther, that update that you're talking about was hours ago. There's nothing that's been since then. There's not a new press conference.
Oh, okay.
You got to be real careful on that channel, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Shut my mouth.
Well, like if it's a short video, that's the thing too. You have to look and see when the comments were posted. Because someone told me the other day, it was a Kylie Rodney video short that I had done. I did this back in September. And they were like, "You're on to old news." Went off on me about it, like a paragraph. And I was like, sir. I was like, this video, you have to check the comments. These are months old. Like, you know, then you have to check the newest comments. And he was just like, yeah, he was like, what? He didn't have it. He didn't write me back.
Yeah, well, they just posted the video as if it's a new update. So it's not. That was earlier this afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, and I think you're right. Who just said that? Tomboy. I noticed that if this is accurate, that it was a FedEx person, that's probably why he waited a couple of days to say anything, because then, you know, he could pass.
Yeah. Guilty as charged over here. I'll admit it. I hit a car once and ran. I did it. I tapped it. I tapped this car. I was so upset about this. I was driving and it was snowy, and I took my foot off the brake, and I probably should have got a clearance charge, if anything, because I tapped her. So I back up off her car, you know, and immediately get out of my car because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just tapped somebody, you know. And I go to her car, and me and my aunt, we don't really get along. And so much, and she gives me like PTSD triggers. And I swear that woman in that car, when she looked at me, she sounded like my aunt. She looked like my aunt, to the point where I got back in my vehicle and I sat there. I was waiting. She told me, "I'm calling my husband," you know, screaming at me. So I got back in my car and I'm sitting there and I'm like, Tanya, do you really want to hear her husband or her anymore today? Like, I was already having a bad morning. So I did. I left the scene and I thought I got away with it. No, I didn't. And I was with my mother. So I'm at the tanning bed. Again, I should have been tanning, but I was. I was with my mom and the sheriff called. I was in my early 20s when this happened. Early 20s. And I was on like my way to work too, I think, at the time. And that's why I was like, I got to get out of here. I got to go to work. And my mom was like, "You're going to call them back." So I was like, "No, I'm not calling them back. I'm scared."
Oh, man.
She drove me over there.
Oh, my God.
She was like,
one time I came out of a store and somebody had literally taken off my entire side view mirror. It was gone. They took it with them.
I would at least left you a note.
They didn't leave me a note. They didn't leave anything, but you could see that it had been like shaved off the side of my car by somebody else's vehicle. And they took it with them. It was like, I guess it was attached to their car.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh. I could see that happening. Like, I'm always weird. I'm always looking around and stuff because people, like, especially at our like local Target, it's just congested through there. And I tell my boyfriend all the time, I'm like, someone's going to get hit, or they'll just walk behind your car. I'm like, I'm backing up. Like, I'll be in the process of backing up, and they just come out of nowhere. Like, they'll just like, they're like trying to jump out of someone else's way or something. And I'm just like, someone's going to get hit, but hopefully it ain't with me, or I'll be calling y'all for bail money. Because I don't know if Vincent knows how to bail me out of jail. I'm sure one of you guys will be able to tell him about it.
We'll set up a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe, yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that that YouTube guy Jeff did another video. I'll have to go and check. I have to do a.
Mm-hmm.
I usually tell my subscribers about his videos if I go and watch the whole 40 minutes, but I do it on 2x Zoom or 2x X. Try to get some the new information that's not new. Reconstructive Leslie said, "I'm known as a Leadfoot Mall. I got a ticket Labor Day weekend for speeding almost $200. Wow, how fast were you going?" I got a speeding ticket once. Or I had a couple, but it was 70. I was going 75, I think, in a 55. But it would have been like a bigger charge, but he was being really nice and kind that day. And he was like, he put it for 71 in a 55 instead of 75. Man, I've only been in trouble. I swear, only trouble I've ever been in is with cars. Me and cars do not compute. We do not compute. That's why I don't really drive. I like to be chauffeured. Because my car accident alone, my boyfriend, he usually drives most of the time, but
well, I am gonna hop down. You have a good night.
You too. Have a good night. Have a good
All right,
night.
you too. I'll still be down in chat, but I just wanted to give you that latest update.
Yeah,
although it's not confirmed or anything, but that's where the FedEx stuff was coming from originally. So it got people freaked out.
Okay. Yeah, because I just started like researching this case today. I heard about it yesterday, but I didn't know. I thought she'd be found. I thought it was gonna be like a quick recovery. Because it seems like the last couple of cases I've seen, just like recently they've been kind of like more quicker, not big profile cases like Quentin or anything, but they were just being found. And I was like, so then this morning I put it on my YouTube like, hey, do you want me to do a video? And they're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden it was the press conference. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden my computer went down. I'm like, no, it's been a day, but we'll have those days. But thank you for coming up with me.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
Good evening.
All right, you too.
Bye.
I'll still be down in chat.
Okay, great. Oh, you're going 67 and a 55. Wow, 97 and a 55. No, not just once. I think I only had like 2 speeding tickets though. I didn't really get caught for speeding. I got caught for everything else. I was that friend that actually only got caught for speeding. I was that friend that always got caught. Like me and my best friend were thick as thieves. We've been best friends for 35 years now. We were teenagers, early 20s. She could do teenage early 20s. She could do anything. She could do it all. She literally could get away with it all. Like she could be drinking beers, driving down the road, smoking, doing the whole 9, right? Cops everywhere, and no one will even approach her. I get behind the wheel with the soda and go down the road, and they're like, pull me over, I'm like, wait a minute there. So I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. Yeah. Oh, you had the one speeding ticket. Oh, have a good evening, Isabel. Thank you for coming on and hanging out with us. You don't ever get no sleep whenever we're on late. But I think I'm going to come on earlier tomorrow, maybe. I like that camera. It's so high. Vincent did that for me, so it's a little high. It reminds me of what's her name? Plunder. She always has her camera up high. She has that it's always a good angle on her. Maybe I need to keep it up high. Yeah, I haven't seen anything else on it, but that's crazy. I mean, I could see that being the case though with the FedEx driver. That's sad. Both ways. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel bad even for the FedEx driver. I mean, if it was all like an accident, not the whole, not telling anybody before now, he should have done that. But I can understand being that terrified. Terrified of any punishment or just anything. Not even the punishment, just the fact that you did that, the guilt. Oh, your husband does the driving now? That's a good idea. I always keep Vincent driving. I'll drive. I'm very comfortable in my immediate area, but if I were to get on a highway, I get a little nervous. But singing helps. It's the weirdest thing, but I've learned a lot of rap music because I find that those are they're faster. I don't know, they're faster beats. So if I memorize these rap songs, if I'm in between 2 semis, if I'm just singing along with the radio or my phone, I can go right through them and be fine. But if I don't have music on, or if I'm not concentrating on something that's not what's around me happening, and I know that sounds so weird, then I would be all over the place. Because I know if I'm good on my left side, then my right side should be totally fine unless someone else is acting like a crazy person. But I am going to jump off of here. It's been over 2 hours. My boyfriend's probably sleeping out there. Probably wondering where I'm at. But I'll probably come on and do a morning, maybe a morning live tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Because it is kind of late, though. It's not like I sleep in. You don't really drive on the interstate either, Leslie. Me either. Alrighty, well, I am going to get off of here. I will see you guys all probably tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys either Sunday or Monday. Thank you for hanging with me with all my issues, but I think we got them all figured out, which is good, which is great. And if not, I'm going to get a new computer. Just kidding. I don't need a new computer. But I will let you guys know. I will, if you ever, Tomboy, if you want, email me at TitaniumBuiltBoo@gmail.com and let me know, like, that way I have your address or your email. That'd be so great, because I do need help with some stuff. Especially whenever I'm, like, looking up, like, press conferences, and I'm like, I know it has to be simple. Or I'm like, press conference for this county, the sheriff's department, and I could not find it today to save me for, like, the life of me. And I know you guys are so good at that. Like, a lot of you guys help me out. So, alrighty, well, you guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow or the next day. And you guys can watch my cute little video at the end here. Let me show you.